Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Latina Marie. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about driving in Las Vegas once again because I recently registered a car here in the state for the first time. And so I kind of want to talk about it, some things that I learned and figured out, and it's kind of going to be a comparison video, so compared to things that I had to go through in Michigan versus what I have to go through here to get a car registered is kind of where I'm going with this video. Now, I kind of touched base on that in the last video that I talked about driving in Las Vegas, but this is going to be a little more in depth, just because there are some things that I recently learned that I cannot believe, and I kind of really want to share it with you guys. So I don't want this video to be too long, but I was so shocked at the things that I learned when I went to go get my car registered. So I've been here for almost 3 years, and I have never gotten a car registered. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys and make it clear to you guys that I have purchased cars here in Las Vegas. I've paid for 2 cars previously in the time that I've been here, and they've never been registered. So the situation with the first one, the service engine light was on, and I bought it from someone not knowing that I had to get the car smogged, meaning that the engine light services, stuff like that, had to be taken care of in order to get the car registered. And I recently found out that if the car is a certain age, you don't have to worry about it getting smogged. But after a certain year, the car has to be smogged, and I didn't know that. And I didn't even know what it meant to get it smogged. So basically, it just wants to make sure that everything is running right. Basically, they want to know that you're not going to have an accident on the road due to your own issues of car. Is the best way to explain it. So if your service engine light is on for any type of reason, that could cause your car to slow down or stop, your transmission to stop or whatever in the middle of the road, and they don't want that. They want to make sure that that's not happening, because it eliminates accidents from happening when this is such a big city and accidents are happening all the time. So that's where I think the smog situation is, because when you think about it, smogging is really in really big cities. So you have to smog in California, you have to smog in Nevada, you have to smog in Chicago. I don't know any, I think you have to smog in Florida. But those are places that a lot of people live. So that's kind of where I'm getting to with it. So that was the situation with our first car. So we ended up not keeping the car because we didn't have the means to go and get it fixed right away. Had we known about smogging, we wouldn't have never purchased the car. So with our second car, we paid a lot less for the car with some issues, not major issues that we could afford to pay for. But then the second issue with the problem was there was no title to the car when we bought it, so we had to end up getting a new title, and that just took a little more time than we wanted it to take, so we ended up selling it, and it never got registered. So then we just recently bought a car, and it had a sensor that was bad. It just needed to be replaced. It wasn't that big of a deal. We didn't have any issues other than that. That was the only thing that was causing it not to be able to pass a smog test. So we got that fixed, and we got it smogged, and we recently got it registered. So now that you are kind of up to date with everything on that, so we went to go get the car registered, and it just was wild how much information I learned about things that are, how different it is. So I've already realized that the DMV versus the Secretary of State is completely different. It's run just completely different. Although they did start calling numbers again. So the last time that I was there to get the car registered, I couldn't get it registered because it was a title situation. The title said it was signed by 2 people, and so it only had one signature on it, so I had to go back and get it signed by somebody else. So the last time I was there, basically you had to wait in line, like this long line. It was just a long line of waiting. But now they call numbers. They give you numbers if you get there at a certain time before they open. They give you a number and you get to go straight to a window. Whereas in Michigan, you just go and you tell them what you need. I explained all of this. You tell them what you need. They give you a number. You wait. You go. You do what you got to do. So we got a number because they gave out numbers. They started doing that, which is good. It does speed up some time, honestly. So they gave numbers. We got a number. We went to our window. One of the first things that was really shocking to me about what is so different is the insurance. I'm also learning that someone that lives here was from another state, and where they were from, I want to say Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They were saying that they didn't have to have insurance, and this was a long time ago. They didn't have to have insurance, and it was weird to them when they moved to another state. The state was making them have car insurance, and so that was a difference for them, where here in Nevada, you have to have insurance. So that's a big change for that person. So if you're from Wisconsin and you're moving here, I don't know if you still have that or not. I don't know if they still give you the option to have insurance or not, but if you don't, here you do. In Michigan, you have to have insurance, but here is the biggest difference. Here, if you don't pay your auto insurance, the next day they notify the DMV, and it's a $250 fee if you don't pay your insurance. My car insurance is only $110, so even if things get terrible, I'm gonna make sure that my auto insurance is paid for, because I don't have $250 to go back and pay that fee and then have to pay another $150 or $110 on top of it, because you still got to pay your car insurance. So that was just wild to me. I couldn't believe it when she said that. That is something that they are, I guess, required to tell you, because she told that to me willingly. She let it be known that if you don't pay your car insurance, they do notify the DMV, and it is a $250 fee. And I thought that was really crazy, because in Michigan, you can, I don't know if everybody knows this, but you can drive for a certain amount of time. I'll say that. I'm not going to give you the amount of time. You can drive for a certain amount of time without paying your car insurance. And as long as you have that proof of insurance in your car with you, and I think it lasts for a certain amount of time. If you have that in your car with you for that certain amount of time, you are cleared. You're good to go if you get pulled over and they ask you for, or if you get into an accident and they ask you for your insurance. So that's a big difference, because it is literally the day after. You get a day grace period to pay that auto insurance here in Las Vegas, where it's in Michigan, and they don't even notify anybody. So after that amount of time, if you still haven't paid your insurance, you're just dropped from your insurance. I think it is a benefit to the fine, because they're just making you be responsible, which there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, everybody's not in a position, and you don't know what's happening in people's lives and things like that. And you know, somebody could lose their job right before the insurance is due, and that's just not an important thing for them on their list to pay. So I don't know, but that was a shock to me. It was crazy. I couldn't believe that that was something that they said. But yeah, the insurance, if it is not paid, you get a day to get it paid, or you will have a $250 fine. So, and I don't know if that fine will go to paying your insurance, or if you pay that fine and then you have to pay the insurance again. That was something I should have asked, but I didn't. But I just thought about it. So that was one thing. Another thing that was kind of different for the registration is, in Michigan, you get your registration, which I believe is like a half sheet of paper, if not a full sheet of paper, but it's like a half or full piece of paper, and then there's your sticker with your registration on it rips off in Michigan. Here it doesn't rip off. It's just one piece. The sticker is on it, and it's like a quarter sheet of paper, and the sticker is on there, and you just take it off and you put it onto your tag, or your tag, and you put it onto your plates. And you get 2 plates out here. So you can put a plate on the back and the front, and they just give you 2. They give you a pack of plates to put on your car. In Michigan, I don't know if you are even allowed or required, or if it's a thing to put a plate in the front of your car, but I'm pretty sure you'd have to pay a fee, an extra whatever, to get another plate. So that's different. That was, I was kind of confused as to why we got 2, and then my husband explained to me that 1 goes in the front, which I knew that, but I just didn't know that they give you 2. So I thought maybe it was like if something happened to it, but then I'm like, well, why wouldn't they give you 2 tags for it? But it was for the front. So that's something that's completely different, and I thought was kind of unique and pretty cool, because you just, I wasn't expecting it. Like, I knew that you could put a plate on the front, but I just wasn't expecting them to just give you 2. So another thing about the registration with your tags. In Michigan, your tags expire on your birthday. You get a note in the mail, a letter in the mail telling you before your tags are expired, like a month before, that your time is coming up to think about renewing your tags. And that's on your birthday. It tells you so no matter when you register your car, it always expires on your birthday. So if I register in January of next year, like if I was in Michigan and I registered my car, if I bought a car and registered in January of 2020, it would be 2021 that it was due to be renewed on my birthday in 2021. Here, it expires on the day that you register, which is so weird. I mean, it's not weird, but it's like, it's completely different. And I honestly prefer for it to expire on my birthday, just because my birthday is a date that I'm never gonna forget. And even though it is on my tags, even though it's on my car, and I'm pretty sure they'll send me a letter and everything out here too, it's just easier to remember it on your birthday because that's your birthday, you know? So it's just a lot of things like you're thinking about, oh, my birthday is coming up. Oh, that means I got to renew my tags, or whatever else I got to do for your birthday. It's just easier to remember. But here, it's the day that you register. And if you notice, I said if I registered my car in January of 2020, 2021 is when I'd have to renew my tags. So it gives you a little more time. So I'd have technically a year and a half to register my car again, whereas here I get exactly 1 year to register it. So I do prefer my birthday, but I don't know. I guess that's not a big deal, but to me it is kind of a big deal, because again, it's just easier to remember my birthday versus April 5th, which was my brother's birthday. So I guess it's somebody's birthday, so I guess it doesn't really matter. It was somebody's birthday. It was my brother's birthday that I registered my car. Not my birthday, but my brother's birthday. So tell my brother happy birthday in the comments, because that's when I registered my car. So yeah, those are a few things that I just was really crazy to find out when registering my first car here in Las Vegas. And I have to say, it was really exciting to finally register a car out here. I never thought it was going to happen, to be honest. I thought, because we were talking about going back to Michigan to buy a car and get it registered and everything, and then bring it back here, which would have just been a lot easier for us. Oh, another thing I want to talk about. This isn't necessarily about driving, but this is about my driver's license. I had to change my address on my license. So in Michigan, when I needed address change, I strictly I don't even know if I have to pay for it. I don't even know if that costs anything. If it does, I can't remember. If it does cost to change your address in Michigan, let me know down in the comment section if you are from Grand Rapids or just in Michigan in general. If you know how much it is, let me know down in the comment section. But if I'm correct, I don't think it costs anything to get an address change. But here's the process. So you go in, and that line that you go in to tell them what you're there for, you just tell them that you need an address change. And I do think you need mail. I do think you need mail with you. I'm not positive about that either because I haven't had an address change in Michigan in a really long time. So I do think you need a piece of mail stating that that's where you are, or at least a lease saying that that's where you are or something. But they give you a paper to fill out, and you take it back to that place. You don't wait to go to a window, I don't think, unless they've changed things. And then they literally type it out, print it, and put it on your license. And that's it. And if there's a fee, I think it's like $2 to $3 that you'll be paying to get that piece of paper. But that is all it is. And they put it on the back of your license. And that way, if you go somewhere and they're like, is this the correct license? They can look on the back, and they really don't even have to ask you that, but they can look on the back and see whether that is the correct license or not. And the one that's on the back is the right license or the right address. So here, it's a $4 fee to change your license, which is not, or change your address. It's a $4 fee to change your address, which is not serious. It's not, it's not breaking anybody's bank. So they give you a paper to fill out, which luckily the topic came up while we were registering our car, so I didn't have to go back to go through this. So she let me fill it out and everything right then and there. But they give you a paper to fill out, just like in Michigan. I believe it might be the exact same paper. But basically, they're asking what you need changed on your license and everything like that. So I have a voided license right now because they don't put a sticker on it. They give you a whole new license. She asked me if I wanted the same picture. Like, you could basically go in and change your address. You could change your name, anything on your license. And I think it's like $4 or $5. And you can take a whole new picture, whatever. And you get a whole new license, which is cool. But at the same time, now I have to wait for this license to come, and I have to carry around this paper validating that my license is accurate, and it's so much. But at the same time, it is pretty cool. And had I known that, I would have gotten glammed. I was not glammed, so I didn't take another picture. And I honestly do hate my picture on my license. And my husband was like, you should take a new picture, because I had my contacts in. That was the only thing that I had. But I didn't have any earrings in. I didn't have my makeup done. I think I had this wig. Yeah, I had this wig on. But I just was like, no, I look like crap. I didn't have any makeup on, so I didn't retake the picture. But had I known that, I definitely would have gotten glammed and went in and took a new picture, because I hate the picture on my license right now. But it expires soon. And that's one thing I'm interested to see is, will my expiration date change? Because I got a whole new license. Like, will the issue date change? Will the expiration date change? Like that? I'm curious about all of that. So I will keep you guys updated on that part of it. But I think I've covered everything as far as what the differences is. Learn how to talk, girl. What the differences are as far as getting a car registered and changing your address and all of that crazy stuff. DMV, Secretary of State situation in Michigan. I don't think there is anything else that I can really talk about. But if you guys have any questions, I'm more than welcome to answer them for you. Just leave them down in the comment section. But yeah, I just was really wanting to tell you guys this because it was crazy to me. The insurance fee is like, and it's so stressful. To be honest, if I had known that, I think that would have been a thing that I would have needed to sit on for a minute to determine whether I wanted to move out here or not, because it's little things like that that really can determine and change your whole life and your living situation and make things a little more difficult, because I don't have an outside job. I'm relying on YouTube to really kind of be my income right now, because this is my passion. I really want to get into entertainment, and it doesn't even have to be me being the forefront. Like, if I could manage somebody or just be in it at all, that is my passion. I really love the entertainment, and I'm really loving doing my makeup and talking to you guys. But that's where I'm at as far as the income. I get a little bit of income from my husband and I's channel, but I'm really trying to build this channel because every video that I do is original, whereas our channel was mostly reactions, so it wasn't considered original content. But that's not important. But so this is like I'm trying to build YouTube to be my income right now. And so my husband is our only source of income. And so knowing that, that is something that you have to think about. And if, you know, someone who works alone or is single and trying to take care of a household by themselves, that is something to think about, because sometimes you need that grace period to be able to pay some bills late. And here they don't really give you that option with your auto insurance, which is something that a lot of people do, kind of just be like, you know, I'll just pay it next week, or I'll just think about it next month, or I'll just pay 2 months next time, or whatever. You know, your auto insurance really is one of those things that you will do that to. And that's hard. And to know that there's going to be a fee on you if you don't get it done is like, what? That's a lot of stress. And that's a lot of stress that some people just don't need. And that's some stress that we just don't need. And I wish that I had known about it, because one, I really would have just gone back to Michigan and registered my car and got the insurance and everything out there, because that's not the situation. And that when we moved out here, we did have that situation. Our insurance was through my husband's mother. She was paying our insurance, and that helped us a lot. That was something that we didn't have to worry about. But, you know, you grow up, you become an adult, you have to take care of things by yourself, and you learn things. And honestly, I'm not upset that that is a situation, because again, it does force you to be responsible, and that is something that a lot of people do need. So I don't know, but at the same time, again, if I'm in a situation where someone gets hurt, and you know, or not me, but if someone's in a situation where someone gets hurt and they're having to pay these hospital bills, it's like, what do I do? Because this person can't get treated if I don't take care of my hospital bills, and then I can't drive anywhere if I don't have insurance. So it's a lot. Now I'm rambling, and I know, but I just really wanted you guys to know how spooked I was by that. I don't know if spooked is the right word, but I was really thrown off by that number, $250, for just the fact that there's a fee. But if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. I'm happy to find them out if I don't know. If I do know and I missed anything, just let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, let me know with a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that button. I love you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.